I told you this moment was coming, and now there's no turning back. The shift has happened. The Pisces season portal is finally open. And whether you realize it or not, you're already feeling it. This isn't just another astrological event. This is the final stretch before everything resets, the last chapter before a whole new cycle begins. And if you think this won't affect you just because you're not a Pisces, you're wrong. Pisces season pulls everyone in. It dissolves barriers, blurs the edges of reality, and forces you to see what you've been ignoring. You might already feel it. The strange dreams, the emotional waves that hit out of nowhere, that eerie sense of déjà vu creeping in. But that's just the beginning. If you consider yourself spiritually attuned, then it's crucial for you to be aware of what's going to happen, because this is going to affect you and everyone around you. Trust me, because there's one specific thing that I will go over later on, that I promise you didn't know about, and once you hear it, you won't be able to unsee it. The truth is, this isn't just about Pisces season. It's about something much bigger. And for those who recognize what's happening, this could be the biggest breakthrough of their life. This moment right now could be your breakthrough. The Pisces portal is here, and if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Pisces is a season of rewards. What you've given out is coming back. If you've been putting in the effort, if you've been showing up for yourself, if you've been pushing through the struggle, expect something to shift. The universe sees it, and it's about to answer. I know things haven't been easy. Maybe you felt stuck. Maybe it's felt like nothing is moving. But listen to me. That energy is changing. This is the season where unseen forces start working in your favor, but only if you know how to use it. Because the energy of Pisces, it can lift you up or completely drown you. Pisces is the sign of spirituality, intuition, and deep emotions. That's what everyone tells you. But what they don't tell you, Pisces is also the sign of illusion, deception, and maybe even confusion. It is the energy of dreams. But not all dreams are beautiful. Some are nightmares. And you must recognize both sides to make sure you thrive. Have you ever felt so sure about something only to later realize you were completely wrong? That's Pisces. Have you ever trusted someone only to be betrayed? That's Pisces. Have you ever convinced yourself something was meant to be when deep down you knew it wasn't? Guess what? That might have been Pisces. And here's the real danger. Pisces will have you sacrificing everything for people who don't deserve it, giving your time, energy, love until you're completely drained. Please do not let that happen. Not everyone deserves full access to your energy. Protect it like it's gold, because it is. But here's the thing. If you can navigate Pisces energy the right way, it won't drown you. It will elevate you. Right now, you're about to experience something powerful, whether you realize it or not. Your intuition is about to go into overdrive. You won't need proof. You'll just know. That feeling in your gut, that sudden knowing about a person, a situation, or a decision, that's not a coincidence. Pisces is the ruler of intuition, and during this season, your inner knowing is at its peak. Your intuition will sharpen like never before. You'll start recognizing truth before it's spoken, seeing beyond appearances to the heart of every interaction. You'll feel the authenticity in those who genuinely care and effortlessly align with people who uplift your spirit. While Pisces increases your intuition in good ways, it also can be harmful. As I stated before, not every signal you receive is clear. Some will be pure insight, guiding you towards something real, and others will be just echoes of your own hopes, fears, or past illusions. And here's the most important part. If you feel a strong pull towards something, a new idea, a new path, a new vision, It could be your higher self leading you, or it could be a beautiful mirage. Will you know the difference? Because during Pisces season, trusting the wrong feeling is just as dangerous as ignoring the right one. That mask you used to wear, it doesn't fit anymore. Maybe you didn't even realize you were wearing one. Maybe you thought you were just keeping the peace, staying in your lane, or not making things difficult. But now, something has shifted. You're done playing small, done pretending, done shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Pisces season isn't about becoming someone new, it's about finally being who you always were. Have you noticed it? The way you're speaking differently, moving differently, even dressing differently. The things that once felt right suddenly feel fake, and the things you used to suppress now feel urgent. That's because Pisces energy not only creates, but also happens to dissolve illusions, including the ones you've built around yourself. For so long, you've been conditioned to think, I can't say that, I can't do that, I can't be that. But why? Who told you that? And more importantly, why did you believe it? Right now, something deep inside you is waking up. The part of you that knows you're not here to fit into a mold. The part of you that refuses to keep playing a role that isn't yours. And the best part? The moment you step into your real energy, the right people will recognize you instantly. The ones who loved the old version of you, some of them will fall away. Let them. The ones who are meant for you, they'll see you and say, there you are. I've been waiting for you. And if you think this transformation is random, it's not. Pisces season is here to strip away everything false and bring you back to your core. I told you at the beginning, there's one thing about Pisces that almost no one talks about. Something so obvious, yet so hidden, that once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. This is it. And now, you're about to understand why. Everyone has seen the Pisces symbol, a pair of fish, swimming in opposite directions. Simple, right? Wrong. Because hidden within that symbol is one of the most powerful spiritual messages of all time. The two fish aren't just decoration, they're a code, a message from the universe itself. Now, there are many interpretations of what this symbol truly means, but personally I feel like this is the one that makes the most sense. One fish is your soul's wisdom, the part of you that knows your higher purpose, that sees beyond this lifetime, that remembers why you're here. But the other fish, that's your human struggle, the part of you weighed down by fear, doubt, and conditioning. One fish is always trying to ascend, while the other is always pulling you back. That's why Pisces energy can feel so conflicting. One moment, you're tapped into the universe itself. Your intuition is on fire, your dreams are vivid. You feel the connection to something greater. But the next moment, doubt creeps in, fear pulls you back. The mind questions what the soul already knows. But if you think about it, it has this kind of balance, doesn't it? But of course, we can never be completely sure. But some believe there's another meaning to this symbol, that it represents the balance of the conscious and the unconscious. One fish is your awareness, the part of you that navigates daily life, that makes choices, that acts in the physical world. The other fish, your subconscious, the hidden thoughts, emotions, and memories influencing you without you even realizing it. Pisces is here to teach us something powerful. You don't have to choose. You don't have to pick between the spiritual and the logical, the dreams and the reality, the intuition and the facts. True mastery comes from integrating both. And now, you have a choice. Will you keep fighting yourself? Or will you finally allow both sides of you to work together? Because what's coming next? It's going to require all of you. At some point during this season, you're going to feel it. That pull to retreat, to step back, to disappear for a little while. And for some reason, we've been taught that this is bad. That if you're not constantly socializing, constantly putting yourself out there, constantly engaging with the world, something must be wrong. But what if that's not true? Solitude isn't loneliness, it's alignment. Pisces is a deeply introspective sign. It's not about disconnecting, it's about reconnecting to your thoughts, to your emotions, to your spirit. Right now, you might feel like the outside world is too much, too loud, too fast, too demanding. That's not a weakness. That's your soul telling you to slow down. The loudest revelations happen in the quietest moments. This season will make you face yourself, your dreams, your fears, your emotions, your truth. And that can be overwhelming. That's why the urge to retreat is so strong. But here's the thing. You're not meant to stay in isolation forever. Pisces is like a spiritual retreat. You step away from the noise, but only so you can return stronger, wiser, and more aligned. This isn't about running away. It's about preparing for what's next. And what's coming next, it's bigger than you think. Pisces isn't just the last sign of the zodiac, it's the end of the road. This is where everything you've experienced, learned, and struggled through comes to its final stage. This isn't about repeating old cycles, it's about breaking them. Pisces season is the moment between exhale and inhale, the space where endings meet beginnings. You might feel like things are wrapping up in strange, unexpected ways. Situations that once felt endless suddenly dissolve. People leave. Plans shift. You sense that something is closing, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That's not random. That's Pisces. This sign represents the great undoing, the washing away of illusions, the melting of barriers between what's real and what's imagined. That's why you might feel extra sensitive right now, because the veil between the physical world and the spiritual is thinner than ever. And here's where it gets deep. In Pisces, you don't just process your own emotions, you absorb the emotions of everything around you. Have you been feeling strangely emotional, even for things that don't directly involve you? Have you been dreaming of past lives? Have you felt waves of sadness, joy, or nostalgia that seem to come out of nowhere? That's because Pisces doesn't just carry its own energy. It carries the entire history of the zodiac. All the lessons from Aries' courage, Taurus' stability, Gemini's curiosity, Cancer's nurturing, Leo's self-expression, everything. This is why Pisces energy is so heavy. It's the weight of the entire journey. And that means one thing. If you don't release what no longer serves you, this season will feel suffocating. Pisces is asking, are you still holding on to something that should have ended? A limiting belief? A toxic situation? A fear that's keeping you stuck? Because if you don't choose to let it go, Pisces will let it go for you. And it won't be subtle. The ocean doesn't ask permission to take back the tide, it just does. And that's exactly what this energy will do. It will take away whatever is no longer meant to stay. But what happens after that? What happens when you let go of what's been weighing you down? Well, that's where the real test begins. There's a fine line between dreaming of a better reality and getting lost in one, and Pisces blurs that line. This is the sign of dreams, intuition, and imagination. But it's also the sign of illusion, and if you're not careful, you might not realize when you've stopped living in reality and started floating in a fantasy of your own creation. Dreaming isn't the problem. It's what happens when you forget to wake up. Have you been feeling mentally distant, like you're floating through life, rather than actively participating in it? Because if you're always dreaming about what could be, you stop paying attention to what is. But if you let yourself drift too far, you might wake up one day realizing that all the visions, all the downloads, all the deep spiritual insights never actually turned into anything real. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.